Keto Chow. Check us out at ketochow.xyz.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you are brand new to Keto Chow, we have a few products that we created to help make doing keto easier. Our main product is a meal replacement shake mix that you can customize to fit the macros that work best for you. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are really awesome.
We do this live stream to keep you updated with all our Keto Chow happenings, to help us be accountable and stay on track and have you with us on our journey. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
So Dennis says that.
Well, he said it 30 minutes ago.
Oh.
He got on real early.
He wanted to be first.
It's true. He did want to be first. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. So we got a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. I think it's still connecting up to everybody. Hold on. I'm going to click on this.
Oh, we got an error.
Yeah. Twitch isn't connecting. Anyway, Blaine's on.
Blaine, how are you?
How's it going, Blaine? So Betsy's on too.
Hi, Betsy.
Blaine, did you forgive me for not having giant, huge, gallon-sized bags of lemon for you yet?
Speaking of lemon, I had the lemon with 3 things of the true lemon flavoring. Well, it's not really flavoring. It's like it's dried lemon or whatever.
And you added that to the powder before.
We added it to the powder and mixed it with the blender, and it was really good.
Yeah.
He didn't like it. It was super sour.
I didn't like it. The lemon flavor just didn't work for me.
But do you like the lemon flavor normally? Like the true lemon?
Yeah, I think it's fine in a drink, but...
Yeah, because I have it in just water, and it's yummy.
Okay. Well, so Betsy, she already said, hi, guys. Samantha's on.
Hi, Samantha.
Shauna says, hi there, good evening. Dinner, I tried Keto Chow raspberry cheesecake made with cream cheese.
Nice.
Blaine says, nope.
Oh, he's mad.
Betsy says, Twitch is my cat's middle name. Samantha says that she's dropped 3 pounds so far.
Hey.
Carol says, hello from the Colorado Keto Lady.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Betsy says, was it tart? Yeah, it was.
It was tart. I think that's why I liked it.
Okay.
Because I wanted it to be tart.
It just, the 2 different flavors just didn't work for me.
Well, it did taste like it had 2 flavors. It tasted lemony, like really tart, and then it had that funny meringue at the end.
Yeah. Anyway, Dennis says, greetings and salutations. Again. Hi, Dennis. Salutations. He was on earlier. Carla says, good evening.
Family's here.
Shauna thinks it said so good, right, Mary?
So good. Mm-hmm.
All right. Ali says, good evening, 5 people. Fine people. Samantha
5 people.
Good evening, 5 people. Samantha says, I use it in weather. I use it in weather in blender. Do you like Planet Labor made it very fluffy? I think autocorrect got the best of you. Great taste as I use the raspberry cheesecake favorite. Promises. Yeah, I think your autocorrect really got to you there. Mike says, hi, Bears. Lucy says,
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Samantha, that was awesome. Lucy says, hello, everyone. Betsy says, okay, I got to ask, where are these comments I don't see from other platforms? Yeah, so
yes,
we have aggregated together YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, which is on Twitter, and, well, normally Twitch, but Twitch isn't working right now. So we see a combined thing that has all of them together. And I actually can, do I even still have it on here?
We can make it so that you can see them all. We have done that in the past.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'll get somebody who's kind of a jerk and they say mean things, and then you have to see them. And then it's burned into the video, and there's no way of taking it out. Yeah. So we're just going to read them all, and then you can hear them.
Yep. Patty's on, says, I'm so glad you tried the true lemon. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, it was really good.
Linda McIver says, good evening. My first lemon is in the fridge waiting for me tomorrow. Nan says, hey, y'all.
Hey, Nan.
Ewans. In fact, my parents wanted me to bring the Mexican food today, so I got some takeout for them and took my dash and made Keto Chow taco chaffles for myself.
Perfect. So I made some chaffles today. I said I was going to make it this morning, and I did it. I made chaffles of tomato basil for my kids, and I took them right out of the waffle maker and put them on the pan, put sauce and put cheese on it and then stuck them in the oven.
Rayos.
Whatever we call it, rouse.
Yeah, pronounce it how you want.
However.
Yep.
Anyway, it was good. The kids really liked it, and I had a lemon while they were eating pizza. But we have 2 left out of how many? 1, 2, 3 times 4. How much? 3 times 4 is?
3 times 4 is 12.
Plus 12 is 24. Plus 8.
Okay.
How many is 24 plus 8?
32.
We had 32 tomato basil chaffle pizzas for dinner, and there were 2 left over.
I had chocolate keto chow.
Yep. So I actually made another batch of chicken chaffles, the chicken soup ones. Yeah. And I'm going to put those in the last 2 in the freezer.
Nice.
I'm waiting for them to cool down, so I just barely finished them.
All right. Right Family says Chris, her husband's phone is bad for autocorrect.
Oh, yeah, mine is bad too.
Misty tried root beer float for the first time today with butter. It was delicious. Blaine says, remember your rule about never doing math on camera?
Yeah, I don't do math in general, so.
All right. Linda says that she made the tomato basil chaffles today for the first time. Boy, were they good.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's just kind of a little bit different. It has a little bit of flavor to it, and it's more than just a regular chaffle, so I like it without the pizza.
So speaking of tomato basil is on sale. It's actually 20% off right now. Now we had a bunch of, so we posted that yesterday. There are some people who really, really like the tomato basil. Absolutely love it. There are other people who think that is the worst thing that we've ever made, and we should be ashamed.
Yeah. Well, and the savories in general just don't sell as well.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to have it to do for different meals. And why have it when you can use a beef broth or regular broth? Well, you can, of course, use that. And it's going to be cheaper, but it just has the extra vitamins. So, yeah. Yes, vitamins and minerals.
And it makes your chaffles amazing. Now, to that point, one of the interesting things about the beef-based keto chow, so that's the taco, the tomato basil, and the beef, those are using beef bone broth for a good portion of the protein. Now, if you've ever had beef bone broth, you know that it has kind of there's a burnt flavor.
Burny, I don't know.
It tastes like roasted bones. How about that? So, Joe's on. He said, I almost missed it. So that's an important thing to know about the beef flavors, is they do have that bone broth flavor to it.
Yeah, so, it's totally different, and it has a different texture too than the milk protein because of the beef bone broth and the beef protein. It's not like fluffy. It's not creamy. It's just, I don't know, more harsh.
Yeah. Now the savory chicken soup has that same milk protein.
Yeah. So we could play with changing it out if we wanted to, but it's kind of nice to have something totally different.
Yeah. Now, Blaine said something really interesting. Lemon. And we're actually I'm going to bring this up and just talk about this. So this was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about today. You know what? It's not on this one.
Okay.
It's on, let's go here.
It's on the blog post page.
Blog post.
Look at us. Look at my face.
Okay.
I have long hair in that picture. What the heck?
You do. So right after the day after we announced the lemon meringue, I did a post about what are the most popular flavors. And when you go through here, it talks about how coming soon, the savory flavors, which are meant to be hot, will be restocked in the fall. They will be seasonal. Root beer float will be available in the summertime. eggnog and pumpkin spice caramel will be seasonal, available in the fall. Now, the samples, we're going to actually have the samples year round because, quite frankly, those take forever to get made.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. Yeah.
Well, and it's really nice to just grab one or,
Yeah. So the big bags, we're only going to have those available in the fall. I am broadcasting the right thing.
Hey,
now,
good job.
I know, right? Now, when we made the announcement of the lemon meringue, one interesting thing is I added a frequently asked questions, anticipating a lot of the questions that people were going to ask. So first off, how did we keep it a surprise? Hey, people ask all the time, when are you going to make new flavors? And I would usually just say there are no new flavors to speak of. And that goes back to we only announce stuff and we only put it up for sale on the site. My nose is itchy. When we physically have it in our grubby little hands and we've had the opportunity to test it. Every batch that comes in gets tested to make sure. And this has come up where someone said, hey, the snickerdoodle doesn't taste the same, or the chocolate doesn't taste the same as this other one. And
tested them all. And our manufacturer tests them all for the right vitamin and mineral count too. So it's been double tested.
Yeah. So the next question we always get is, so are there any other new flavors? When are more flavors coming? There are no new flavors in development to speak of, going back to the previous point. So when will lemon meringue be available? It already is. When are the lemon meringue bulk bags going to be available? And I promise I'm not doing this to rub it in your face, Blaine. Everybody keeps asking.
Isn't it nice they're asking?
It is nice. And I think it's great that they're excited. But just so that you know, we did not plan we planned not to make 21 meal bags of lemon meringue. It was designed to be a limited edition only in the sample size. Now, let's see, let's go back. Here we go. Wait, why not? Well, if the sales response merits bringing it on, we may revisit that decision in a few months. So, going back to, now we're full screen again. If we were to decide right now, like this instant, that we wanted to make the big bags of lemon meringue,
we could get it in September.
Or maybe October or November.
Because it takes a while. First you have to, you develop the recipe, which is the done part.
Yeah.
We've made the label, which is also done, but we'd have to print the bags, which takes a little while. The print's actually pretty fast.
The biggest slowdown is the company that makes the flavors. They have a lead time, and that's been impacted by this whole COVID-19 stuff.
Yep.
And we have to order in the protein, and that has been impacted by the COVID-19 stuff. So right now we're getting the large bags of the chocolate peanut butter and the chocolate, that's our two number one best sellers. I ordered those in, I think it was November. And that's chocolate and chocolate peanut butter that we consistently have. So yeah, it would take a long time. So getting the 21 meal bags of lemon in November or so would actually be a bad idea. Number one, because any inventory that we have on the shelves, December 31st, shows up as my personal income that I have to pay taxes on.
Yay!
So that's a bad idea. So we wouldn't want to get it until after January 1. And even then, we wouldn't want to actually have it until spring or summertime. So we really appreciate everybody's enthusiasm for the lemon. It's fantastic, and we are really keeping track of it and all of that. We won't have lemon tomorrow, just so you know.
Sad.
Okay, let's see. Mike said something about, I'm excited to hear the announcement there are no new flavors under development. I said no new flavors to speak of. That's what you said about lemon meringue, so that means there are actually new flavors coming. You just can't tell us because then you'd have to kill us. Okay. Hey, Heather Lark is on.
Hey, Heather.
Heather Lark, yes, rather. Let's see. Going back up. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay, right family says, okay. Joe says, I just beef bone broth instead of water to make spicy taco. Oh, nice. There you go. Devin says, hello. How are you this evening? Mike has
Is your mouth all healed, Devin? It's been a while.
Nice. Rhonda says, hello all. Dennis says, shelf life of savory products versus shelf life of the rest. They're all
the same.
It's actually, the shelf life is dictated by
the vitamins.
Yeah. So they start to oxidize after a certain amount of time. When Keto Chow is past its shelf life, it's actually still fine. It's just that you will not get a third of your vitamins in each one. I mean, the minerals aren't going anywhere, but the vitamins start to oxidize over time. So you could actually use expired Keto Chow well beyond its expiration date. Just don't do it 3 meals a day.
For all of your food.
Yeah, for like weeks at a time.
Have a steak in there. My foot is swollen.
Right Family says that her husband Chris used butter in the tomato basil and is like a really good tomato soup.
Oh, good.
Now, that's another thing about the tomato soup that I'd like to point out is tomatoes are really high in sugar. So we're using a powdered tomato, and it's actually like 51% glucose by weight. So if you have 6 grams of tomato, it's going to add 3 grams of glucose to the nutrition. So there's a really fine balancing act between, do we make it a stronger tomato flavor or...
Yeah, because it doesn't really taste like tomato to me. It tastes like beef.
So you are very welcome to add as much tomato as fits within your macros. But we erred on the side of, let's make it easier for people to fit into the keto lifestyle. Give it enough tomato flavor that our taste tester, which was Holly, was really sad that it was gone and wouldn't let her husband have any.
Which I don't understand, but I never liked tomato-based soup anyway, so that's okay.
Mike says having samples year-round means nobody should complain about missing their favorites, in theory.
In theory, yeah. It is more expensive.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be able to have the little ones, too.
Yep. Shauna says that's what makes your products and you guys amazing. Betsy says, how's the stock right now? I think talking about lemon. We just got the rest of the lemon.
We got it all.
I think it was like 20,000 or 30,000 of them. It was a lot. So we still have a lot. Patty said, I always tell my kids that Santa is as real as I am because I am Santa. It's all in the wording.
True that.
Shauna said, did you say we won't have lemon tomorrow? Meaning we won't have the big bags of lemon anytime soon. The earliest we could have them is summer of 2021.
We've sold 15,000 lemon.
Okay, there you go.
So we still have quite a bit left.
All right. Heather says, I've tried several flavors, assuming chocolate would taste like I was expecting. Had it for the first time today with butter. Good choice. And it was amazing. Way beyond what I expected. Lemon question. How much do you have? Are you running out? We are not running out. We ordered a lot with anticipation of it being something that we would have as a limited edition. But yeah, we ordered a lot. So.
Oh, Maitreya asked how it was with the 3 2 lemon packets.
I didn't like it. Miriam did. So, and that's one interesting thing about, so I was going through the Keto Chow Facebook support group, and it's so funny. You have people who they'll say, I tried this flavor and it was amazing. Other people are like, I tried that and it was terrible. It is so personal which one you're going to like. It's, you have to try them.
And everybody likes different things. So why would that be different than normal? Oh, Shauna said that her brain is sleepy. Maybe you should go to sleep.
Rhonda says, so now we'll know the term to speak off. Okay.
To speak of, yeah.
Mike says it tastes fine. Mike says, how does anyone make a powdered tomato with a sugar extracted? You can't. And the stuff that we're getting is actually pretty low in carbohydrates for what it is. Now,
you could probably make an artificial tomato that was actually tomato. But then it wouldn't actually be tomato.
We have tomato flavoring in the tomato basil. The problem was
tomato powder.
If you've noticed, tomato basil is the most expensive flavor of Keto Chow that we have.
And the highest in carbs.
And that was because the tomato flavoring was really expensive. Like insanely expensive. So much so that I used to have a lot more in there. And when I found out the price, I went, yeah, nobody wants to buy a $100 bag of Keto Chow. Let's cut it and add more of the actual tomato. So anyway, Heather says she appreciates all the work we do.
Okay.
Stephanie says, happy Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Devin says her mouth is feeling better, but she's got to go see the dentist first. Thank you for asking.
Make sure everything's all good.
Jerry said, my daughter was here today and sent me a photo showing 2 packs of lemon Keto Chow that somehow snuck into her bag. LOL.
Nice.
Mike said there should be a poll to predict the day you sell the last lemon sample.
I think that's wise. You should start that bet going. What day?
Joe said, I better order some more lemon. I have none left. Mike said.
I think we should also have that bet at the warehouse. And then whoever gets closest to the date, we'll give a gift card to.
Okay.
Thanks for the idea, Mike. That'll be fun.
Ashley said, how did I miss the new rose gold bottle? You want to pull those out?
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
So for those of you who don't know,
yes,
let me pull this up. So if you go to mixing bottles and more. So we actually have, we have new stainless steel insulated vacuum flasks. You've got
that's so cute. It doesn't look as cute in the picture, but it's cute. Oh, I have the teal one, but you have to make me big again.
What? Okay, well, first I'm going to pull it over to the larger
show her
because we have them in 2 sizes. We've got 22 ounce and we have 32 ounce. I couldn't put them on the same page because it couldn't figure out how to show size and color.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I messed around with it for a while, and I finally said,
click on the rose gold one so that we can see. It's cute. It's so cute. It looks more pink than it really is. It's actually like a more rosy, orangey.
Yeah. Bermuda Deep is already sold out.
Sold out, yeah.
Dang, okay. All right. We're back
and
to
the
you.
Cherry is a little bit it's not as bright of red. It's more of a, I don't know. It's not like the live red.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a couple of them, so you can see with the light shining on it looks funny, but it's just the Keto Chow. But you get this lid, which has the little flippy top thing.
Yeah.
And then you can get this lid also, so you get 2 lids with it, instead of just one. And it's the same size as the Hydro Flask. And the thing was, we like the Hydro Flask. They just changed their lid, so it's hard for Keto Chow to come out. And since we wanted it for Keto Chow,
yeah. So this one
has the same top that we like, and so that's why we got it. But they've also been really good to work with. Shauna was saying that she went on to their website and got a different lid from them and got a coupon. Like there was a coupon inside. Oh, here it is. Look, look at that. I didn't even know this. Shauna said this. There's a coupon for 10% off. Oh, and a free Summit lid or boot. I don't know what that is. But anyway, inside each of these, I didn't even know that was in there. But there you go. There's a coupon inside. And there's this color that I brought home. And I actually brought home this one. Everybody was making fun of me because I liked it. But look how cute it is.
Looks like wood.
So it's so cute. And it has the same, both lids. So each one you get, even the 32 ounces have both lids.
And so again, we changed for all you Visco girls out there. I'm sorry, they're not actual Hydro Flasks. Yeah, we've got a few. But yeah, Hydro Flask changed the lid, so it's no longer suitable for drinking Keto Chow through. They also raised the prices because of the lid change.
The lid was fancier,
and
it's still a great product.
It is.
Don't get us wrong. We just wanted the lid to be able to drink Keto Chow through.
And for Joe's benefit, we actually looked into getting blender bottles ones.
Yeah.
The problem is those won't handle
the hot. They handle the cold really great, but we really like the hot. And one thing that I do all the time, I did today even, I make my sweet flavors hot.
Oh yeah.
But it's summertime now, but since it was like 70 degrees today, it was like 50 this morning.
It's actually really nice today.
Yeah. So
I should have gone on a walk with you.
So I had hot Keto Chow for breakfast.
Yeah, we were having a meeting and you're sitting there drinking it. You're like, oh, you should taste this. And they're like, what? It's like
Keto Chow.
Keto Chow. So Rhonda says she's been using
chocolate peanut butter
the Chronometer app this last week and loved it so much she upgraded to the gold membership. Shauna says she wanted a pucker, ended up having it with 3 True Lemon packets.
Yeah, and Shauna told me that, so then I had to do it, and I actually really liked it.
Paula says I had a True Lemon packet, but it curdles then. Yeah, so you have to.
Yeah, you have to put it in
the powder
when you're mixing it in the first place.
Mike says tomato basil has as many vocal haters as natural strawberry.
It's sad, but that's okay.
Betsy says, "Hey, if you want a general legal denial, after reasonable investigation, I am unable to admit or deny, confirm or deny the allegation stated above. Without waiving said denial, I reserve to supplement this information." There you go.
How about new flavor development?
Yeah, new flavors. Heather says that she loves the new bottles. Dennis's entire families inherit similar taste genes.
For sure, I totally believe that.
My kids don't have my taste. Which is probably for the best.
They have my taste,
which is better. There you go. Mike says, you can always trust me to come up with the ideas. Most of them are bad, but they're ideas. Hey. And Ashley says, and that she's so excited we got Simple Modern. And like I said, they're less expensive.
They are really nice quality. I have yet to decide which one I'm going to buy for myself, but I'm carrying around the prototype they gave me that doesn't say Keto Chow. That's the brown one.
Yeah.
So I like it. But the rose gold is super cute.
Ashley's likes the rose gold because it's like for the matching Fitbit. What the heck?
Because Ashley has the same one as me. In fact, I got, oh my gosh, Ashley, you're gonna be so excited. I got this really cute rose gold band.
Oh, with a link band.
Yeah. I'll show you. It's so cute.
But it's hard to take on and off. Shauna says she got a rubber handle for my 32-ounce flask. It covers the bottom and top, and it has a handle. She absolutely loves it. Heather says, if you get purple, I will buy another 22-ounce. Now, the funny thing so on Simple Modern site, if you go on there, the preponderance of different colors is insane. Yeah. And I specifically told Miriam, I said, no,
you can't have them all.
You cannot have them all.
Like, we settled on a few. More than he said we could have, too.
Yeah, I think I said you could get
You said we could have 5, and we got more than that. Okay. Yeah. You guys are so excited to see how cute this is. Look how cute this is.
Rose gold.
And it has flowers and little sparkly.
But it's really hard to take off.
Yeah. Well, and it's really hard to take off. So, there you go. So
Joe cute. Says that he needs one of those, but I need the big one. Joe, I specifically got the 32-ounce version because of you. And just so you know, they actually have a 64-ounce and a 128-ounce.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We actually have some of those, really big ones that we've taken to shows to do the soups.
Yeah, so we could sample the savory soups when we're at different
soups. They last really good.
They last in
so when we were testing out the bottles, I had the brown one, the wood colored one.
Yeah, the wood one.
And I had ice in it, and we went camping, and I did not ever put new ice in it because we were camping. And the ice was still there after 3 days, and I kept forgetting to close the lid. So that even shows me how good
it was inside the trailer. It wasn't like it was outside freezing at night.
Yeah, it was almost open most of the time because I kept forgetting to shut the lid.
Yep.
So it works just as good as the Hydro Flask.
Rachel's on, by the way. Now everyone else is going to feel bad. Mike says he bought the 45-ounce blender bottle the other day. I didn't even know they had them that large. There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
And Heather's leather. I'm sorry, Heather. Says the middle blender bottle lids ones can be very tricky. Joe says, I have the burn scars to prove you should not add hot liquids to a blender bottle.
Yeah.
Rhonda thinks they're cute.
They are. They're
Right
super
family
cute.
Orders some today. Miriam and I are both saying, so cute. That's those Virgos. They really are.
Yeah.
Devin says, it matches your nails.
You want to see how cute they are? You haven't even looked at them.
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, old man. Did you just see that?
These glasses don't let me focus closer than about 4 feet.
Right here.
I can see them really good.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it's got little pine trees. Palm trees.
Do you know why? Because I was thinking about the beach today.
Okay.
So I don't know how we're gonna get to the beach, but
whereas my nails,
delicious.
My nails just look like a person who stopped chewing their nails when they were 13.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
Let's see. Devin says, do you put it in a blender bottle in the fridge and then transfer it to the hydro flask? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you have to cool it ahead of time or throw some ice cubes in there.
That's a mistake I think everybody makes.
Everybody makes. You can put it in a hydro flask and leave the lid open.
It still takes
actually open.
Cool.
But I would still make it and then transfer it over.
Or make it in a blender with a bunch of ice and throw it in one of those.
And they'll stay cold.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
They're nice too for the summertime when you need to have cold for a long time.
Yeah, in fact,
especially if you're going to go like grocery shopping and you don't want to take it into the store with you, you can leave it in your car. Make sure it's closed though, and make sure it's cold before you do that.
So, like it says here, you need to make sure you cool it down first.
Stuff. So, thank you, whoever said that.
That was me.
Good job, me. I thought somebody had put.
Oh yeah, somebody did.
Yeah.
Devin said that. Matreya said she bought a pack of blender balls and put one in a thermal flask.
Yeah, I just take them out of our blender ball and put it in there.
Oh, Rhonda wants to know how much are they. The large ones are $22.99, and the small ones I think are $18. Yeah, $18.99.
I mean, that's not that bad.
No, it's less than the Hydro Flask ones did. And unless, once again, you're a Visco girl and you want to put stickers on it and show off your Hydro Flask logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The day we got them, I had marble on my nails and they matched.
Totally did match.
It was so cute.
Mike says I bought a diamond plate print cozy that fits the normal blender bottles.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Devin says I don't have my mom's taste. Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy.
My nose is itchy too.
Betsy says I only have 2 blender bottles. I think I need more. We actually, so last night, I was doing something and I noticed that the blender bottle lids were overflowing the tub that we have for blender bottle lids. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to make Keto Chow. So we made a bunch.
We usually don't have that many in the cupboard at one time. We're always fighting over who gets all the blender bottles.
Yeah, so some of our blender bottles had made their way to the office and had gotten stuck there to be used for doing stuff. So I brought some home. So now we had another like 4. So I think we ended up making, I don't know. It was like...
I made 15, remember? And you made an undetermined amount.
Yeah, I think it was like 18. So
we made
a lot. It was like 30-something. Wow. It was nuts. Anyway.
But it was sure nice to be able to just take 3 and go out the door.
So Mike posted... Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. I actually bought a couple of those.
You did buy some of those.
Some right there.
That's on Hoof Prints. Miriam's back. Now she's gone. Now she's back. Oh, was that? Where did they post that? Was it on the Joe and Rachel's page?
It was on the Facebook support group, I think.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to Amazon and found some. I have 3 of them. I don't know where the other one is. But I haven't used them yet.
Now, Catherine Marion, it's Miriam.
She said that.
No, she said Marion.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, yeah, she did say it. She said it was Miriam.
It's okay. Nobody says my name right. So if you do, you're just cool. But it doesn't bother me. It's my whole life.
Yeah. So Dennis wants to know if our local clients use well water. Here in Taylorsville, it's likely JRWD. I don't know. I just use the water straight out of the tap. Back in the day, I used to run it through our reverse osmosis, but that's because, so we live in Riverton. Riverton used to have very hard water that tasted funny. But they since switched over to Jordan Reclamation. Yeah, I think JRWD, which actually tastes fine. But yeah, when we first moved in here,
use the reverse osmosis.
Yeah, we do.
I had kidney stones.
I don't bother with it on my keto.
And so my guy, what's that guy that's the urologist?
Yeah, your urologist.
Said, you should get a reverse osmosis system. And I said, sure, thanks. I'll do that.
I went and got one.
And that's what we use all the time. But for Keto Chow, we're too lazy to wait for it because it takes, a little trickle.
Well, because we're doing so many at the same time. So Rhonda wants to know if you like your Fitbit Versa, because she had a lot of problems with her charge too.
Oh, I do. I like it a lot. You know what my favorite part about the Versa is? The challenges. Oh. We do challenges with our kids a lot. And I lose.
Now 2 of our kids have.
Every time. I lose every time. But some ladies that are in the neighborhood do the challenges with us. And so it's kind of fun. You can only have 10 people in a challenge. So sometimes we'll have multiple challenges. and then we can kind of taunt each other. Get up off your butt and go walking, or nice things.
Rachel's making fun of me for raising my glasses. Again, these are not reading glasses. These are driving glasses.
And the
driving focal length of them is so far away. I can barely read things up close. Like if I'm looking at my phone, I have to take them off. So they're the opposite of reading glasses.
That's weird, because mine are just for far away, but I can see everything up close, just like if I weren't wearing them.
Okay.
Weirdy.
Shauna says I twist the blender bottle rather than pop the top. It releases the pressure without a jolt. Ew, that's interesting.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, so just
go instead of.
Good idea.
It seems satisfying when it pops, though. Like
Lovely One says hello. Right Family says just blame it on autocorrect.
Yeah, good idea.
You should put that in bold. Yeah, the thing about cooling it first.
Yeah, stop using your nose.
Carolyn loves the lemon meringue. Just for you, Joe.
Ew.
Okay, Mike says I use my blender bottles with warm liquid, but I learned how to make them carefully, to open them carefully. Let's get through a couple of comments quick.
That's
first.
fine.
Delisa says, good evening, Miriam and Chris. Matt, I'm late. Got caught. Work for not a good reason, but I'm here now.
Well, at least you have a job.
Oh, yeah. Mike says he got the idea from the support group. Mike says, sorry for all the times I probably haven't, and we'll probably call you something other than Miriam.
No problem. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Rachel says, my mom was frantically looking where she left her glasses in the grocery store. They were on her head.
I cannot tell you how many times I've done that. Or even worse, they're on my face and I'm looking for my glasses. And my kids are like, Mom.
Sonia, Chris, you can get an occupational lens that will help you see the all distance. Those are called bifocals. Not that old yet.
We're getting there.
I do actually need to go to Visionology.
I need to get my glasses.
Yeah. Oh, you need to pick them up.
I just need to get them adjusted.
Heather says my mom keeps guilting me into giving her my lemon.
Oh, I'm glad she likes it.
And Mike says the new commercial just came up for the first time on his wall. So now, speaking of not that,
look how cute my nails are.
Yeah. Okay. So just ignore what I'm doing. Why don't you tell people about the giveaway?
You don't want me to tell them about my nails? I already did 5 seconds ago.
I know you did.
Okay. So we're doing a giveaway. We started doing this with our own self.
So it's a giveaway just for us.
Kids are singing.
That's what they do.
Sing. So pretty. You guys probably can't hear it.
So they usually get stuck on the same song over and over
again. Okay, so we're doing a giveaway. Look for this picture on our Facebook page. Enter here. And what we're asking for you to do to enter is...
the link.
Thanks. Tell us what you like to add to your Keto Chow.
So do you like to add skinny syrups? Do you like to add
tell us what you like to add to Keto Chow, because it's kind of fun to chat about it.
Yeah.
So what do you like to add to Keto Chow? What fat? What add-ins? What drops? Whatever. Mm-hmm. And then there is... We have changed the subscriptions, which we've told you guys before, but in case there's anybody new, our subscriptions are now 10% off instead of 5% off. And so they... it's
basically the flavor of the week.
Yeah, so you can have the flavor of the week all the time now.
And we also made it really easy to change the flavor that you're getting.
Yep.
And change how frequently you're getting it. So once you create a subscription, you can then go in and say, you know what? I don't want it every month. I want it every 17 days.
Or I want it every 3 months.
And you can add extra flavors to it. You can
change the flavor.
You can skip a month.
Well, and if you have a hard time, please reach out to our customer service team, which is hello@ketochow.xyz or hello@ketochow.net.
Yep.
And they will walk you through it. Or if you make a mistake, they can help you fix it. We are so happy to help you with that. Because sometimes... even though you're doing everything right, you just get lost and can't figure things out. I have 2 subscriptions I'm working on fixing with other companies. So I get that sometimes it's a hassle.
So Catherine wanted to know if we have a sale going on. Yeah, so the tomato basil is right now 20% off.
20% off.
The chocolate mint was actually last week. So
yes.
Rachel says, how do we ever grow out of mom guilt?
I don't know. I don't think you'll ever.
And Sonia says, progressives, my daughter wore them at 16. It's not an age thing. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. See? Her daughter's
okay. Deb wanted to get some work done before vacation starts tomorrow. Our kids are finally out of school. Not that anything's changed. Joe likes to add coffee. Stephanie adds butter.
Ooh.
Mike says I might someday do the subscriptions. Really sounds convenient. Mike, you have this huge backlog that you need to get through.
Yeah, I think you need to eat the stuff you've got.
Catherine says she likes I like the pumpkin spice caramel with butter and heavy cream. Right family does coffee. Shauna says coffee is my favorite addition.
Nice.
Heather says Keto Chow customer service is awesome. And Heather says, oh, yes, sorry, banana was last week.
You can't remember that far away. It was like 3 days ago.
I write things down so I don't have to remember them.
Yeah, once I write it down, it goes out of my brain. It's
on the internet. That's right.
So
we did go over the FAQ. Frequently asked questions for the lemon meringue.
And the vacuum flask.
Okay,
this is actually really cool. I got a text message from Tara from Tara's Keto Kitchen today, and she has a new cookbook coming out. So you want to put that link in there to Amazon. Right. It's called the Keto Cupcake Cookbook, and it has like 107 different types of cupcakes. And right now it's $2.99 for the Kindle version.
Oh, wow.
And I text her back and I'm like, how are you making any money for having it be $2.99? She said, well, it's the pre-order price. So it'll be more expensive later. But if you want to snatch it up now for $3.
Oh, it's coming July 24th.
Yeah, but you can get the Kindle version right now. And anyway, she's a great cook. We met her in Omaha and she's just amazing. She knows tons of stuff. What the heck?
What the heck?
Anyway, she's such a cute girl, and she knows a lot of things. You should follow their YouTube channel, Tara's Keto Kitchen.
Okay.
So it'll be fun to get that book. And
so Mike says that, yes, he has a lot, but his wife and son drink it too. He also sends some to his brother in Maine.
Oh, you're so nice.
And Rebecca says, cream cheese to the raspberry cheesecake, blend it with ice for a smoothie. Yeah, that is. Rachel says, wow, whoa, what a nice variety.
Right.
Variety. It's the spice of life.
It is.
Okay.
Something else? Okay.
So now this goes back to what we did yesterday. So and here's the thing. A lot of times people ask, how do you add more protein to your keto chow? And then other people look at it and say,
that's too much protein.
That's too much protein. Okay. Number one, and we've been over this before, but it comes up, so I want to say it again. Chances are you probably are not getting enough protein. And depending on the calculator that you use to figure out how much protein you used, you probably did it wrong anyway. We highly, highly recommend Maria Emmerich's.
Can you show them that?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Okay, Maria Emmerich's calculator. Because they've been doing it for 20 years, and so they know what works, her and Craig. And anyway, it's super simple.
So it's on Maria.
To do. MariaMindandBody.com/calculator. So that's the one that we have linked to our page.
Okay.
Because it's just so nice. Super simple.
Yeah, and it is very simple, and it'll go through and tell you how much protein you want to use. And chances are, like I said, that you aren't getting enough protein. For a typical female, we're talking anywhere from like 80 to 120 grams per day.
Which is a lot more than what everybody else recommends. Everybody's like saying 60 and like that's not.
And here's another thing. If you are using a calculator that tells you percentages, run and hide because that's crap. The only people who should be using percentages for a keto calculator are people with refractory epilepsy that are trying to control that. Everybody else needs grams. How many grams of protein? Because carbs are a limit. Don't go above this. Protein is it's a goal. You want to get protein. That. And then fat is the lever that you pull around. So anyway, I went through the Maria's calculator and discovered, hey, I'm not getting enough protein by doing 3 keto chows a day. Okay, so the question becomes,
how do you add more protein?
Okay, so couple ways you can do it.
Eat a steak.
There you go. That's a good way to do it. You could have some lean protein like
and then you wouldn't be adding fat, you'd only be adding protein.
So for instance, in my case, I calculated that if I take down the amount of fat I'm adding to my keto chow, that frees up some calories that I can have, like a hamburger patty, or I can throw in some other fattier meat. Otherwise, I would need to use like chicken breasts or tuna fish or something like that. Another option is add more protein to your keto chow. Now, Lovely One says, is it okay to go over on protein? If you go over on protein, your body's going to say, huh, I guess we should grow some more hair. There you go. And
it'll be silky and your skin will be soft
and
nice.
For the longest time,
super hard and thick.
Yeah, for the longest time in the keto community, there was this fear that if you ate too much protein, it was going to turn into cake, essentially. That doesn't happen.
Your body uses the protein and it'll make glucose out of what you eat when it is needed.
And the thing is, it can make glucose out of the glycerol in triglycerides as well. You actually don't even need protein to make glucose.
Your body is amazing.
Yes, it is. So it will react and do all this other stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so getting too much protein really isn't a problem. I mean, yeah, if you were to eat 350 grams of protein a day,
that would be too much.
That would be too much. We saw a presentation at CarnivoryCon that I think Sean Baker. Yeah, he was talking about.
You had to have like 4 ribeyes.
No, it was like 12.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
No, it was like.
Dang
4.
it! I'm gonna have to. Find
it was
that.
Maybe 5.
CarnivoryCon 2019, Sean Baker. If you do a Google search, you'll find it. Anyway, so like I was saying, you can add more protein powder to your keto chow. You can add what's that stuff called? Dang it, we did it last night. Collagen.
Sounds like.
Yeah. So collagen is some amino acids. It's not a complete protein.
Yeah, it's not complete.
But it still is protein. So you can't use it to satisfy like all of your protein requirements, but it still is a good protein. And so Lovely One XOX, let me just pull this up. Desktop.
Yeah, well, she just said, or he, the person, Lovely One, yes, said that they heard a bunch of different opinions about it. And so it's hard to know what's what. And I think that's true, especially with so many keto things on the market and so many opinions and why it's dangerous to do this and blah, blah, blah. You have to kind of do the research the best research you can. Oh, there it is. Ben Bickman.
So this right here is, so Dr. Ben Bickman.
Yeah, he's a professor at BYU.
The question
in Provo.
Entirely. The question of is too much protein bad on keto? He just put a nail in that coffin. It's done.
It's a smart talk, though, so just so you know.
It is. Now, the point of that talk is actually, a lot of times you'll get people who argue that it's calories in, calories out. It's just simple thermodynamics. The point of that talk, where he also put a nail in the coffin of gluconeogenesis being supply-driven, is that humans, our metabolism is so intricate and there's so much stuff going on. And so much of it is driven by hormones, particularly insulin, that it is not simply calories in, calories out. He actually talks about what's called brown adipose tissue, which is, it's fat cells that have mitochondria and they will burn fat directly into heat. Like they just bypass all of this normal metabolic stuff and produce heat just out of nowhere.
That's what babies have.
Yeah, and it's why babies don't shiver.
Because they have brown fat.
And he talks about how he loves to see it, because he has a bunch of kids. He loves to see when his kids transition to losing that and they start to shiver. There's a certain age and just all of a sudden.
It's gotta be like 3-ish.
Yeah. It's
2-ish. Probably 2 something.
Yeah. Mike says eating too much protein turns you into a zombie. That's actually brains, and they're very high in fat. Yeah. Okay, what was I talking about? Protein. So protein, how to add more protein. So you can add protein powder to Keto Chow. Now, one thing you don't want to do is have 4 Keto Chows. Gluconeogenesis, is that the band with Phil Collins? No, that's just Genesis. Curse you, Mike. Anyway, so you don't want to have 4 keto chows because then you would be at 133%.
Vitamins.
Yeah. There's a lot of nutrition concentrated in keto chow. It's also kind of expensive to do it that way. A better option would be, again, add protein powder or collagen to keto chow, which is what we did last night.
Yep.
Or mix up, just go buy some low carb protein and mix up a 4th shake that just is mixed up with water, like just a traditional
you can add
protein
shake to keto chow.
Yeah, or add it to, well, that's if you don't want to mess with the flavor. So
yeah,
there you go. Protein is a big topic. So
also, if you are having the 3 keto chows a day, which you don't have to do that, it's just if you choose to do that and you're still feeling hungry, you may want to up the fat that you're putting in because you're not going to get your caps lock.
Dang it, stupid caps lock! I hate you.
Caps lock. Anyway, I got distracted by your caps lock. You may want to up your fat so that you can be satiated, so that you can be full.
Yeah. Because, if you're not getting enough protein, it's going to be a problem. And that one of the reasons why we don't have really a lot of protein in keto chow, like we could have made it so there was 120 grams of protein.
But everybody's different.
That means that teenagers, which is not a demographic we're targeting, but okay. Also children.
Also
not a demographic we're targeting.
Little women.
Like
Heather like Gift.
Or Holly, who only need 1,200 calories a day and only need 80 grams of protein. So anyway, that's why we don't include really a lot of protein. So, I could, but yeah.
But we just added to it.
Yep.
Because we're not little people.
That's right. And in one of more collagen.
And I'm not saying anything mean about little people. I'm just saying they're short.
Some of my favorite people are little people, like my mom.
I know. I was hanging out with Holly's little daughter, Jessica, and I called her pocket size. She's pocket size. She's so cute. See, Heather likes to be a little person.
There you go.
She loves me.
Okay, now we had a question. So remember how we talked earlier about how everybody has different tastes, and you really just need to try the different flavors and see what you like. Okay, our daughter Haley's favorite flavor of keto chow in the whole wide world is
chocolate mint.
Yes, chocolate mint. If there is a chocolate mint mixed up.
Yeah, there are 2 of mine, so I'm hoping she doesn't see them.
Did she notice them yet? Like a lot of times if we're mixing chocolate mint, she'll actually come by.
She'll walk over and just stick out a cup and be like, "Can I have it? You can make another one." She'll take a blender bottle, drink it, wash it, and bring it back.
Yeah.
Like, can I? I'll bring it back, I promise.
Yeah, so she'll just drink it straight up because she loves the chocolate mint. Now, here's the thing. When we made chocolate mint, that was the last flavor that we finished
before the huge
development on
for
the new 10.
10.
Yeah, so Keto Chow 2.1, it took forever to get that flavor right. Now, what we were looking for was Girl Scout Thin Mints.
Because you put mint in, then you couldn't taste the chocolate. You put chocolate in, you couldn't taste the mint.
And originally, I thought it tasted pretty good, but the chocolate wasn't strong enough, and the mint wasn't strong enough. So talking about expensive flavors, the chocolate mint,
so good.
It costs a lot to make that one because it has so much flavor going into it. It has cocoa powder, it has a mint extract that's powdered, and it has a chocolate mint flavor in addition to the green. And
which is a cute color.
And it's funny. Yeah. Anyway, so the chocolate mint is one of those, it's you either like it or you don't flavors.
Yeah, we have quite a few of those. Eggnog, chocolate mint, root beer.
And whenever people are going on about how much they love chocolate mint, I'll always say that we do have some people, and we had someone on the Facebook support group wanting, it was on Reddit. That's what it was. They were wanting to know how to make the chocolate mint not taste so much like toothpaste.
Which is funny because I don't think it tastes like toothpaste at all.
I don't think so either, but it does have a very strong mint.
Well, our son won't even drink it because he doesn't like anything with any kind of mint at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't like peppermint. He doesn't like toothpaste. He doesn't like anything. No spearmint or wintergreen or anything like that.
So please try samples before you get a big bag. Yes. But yeah, the chocolate mint, that one was funny.
We don't want anyone disappointed in their food.
And speaking of the different flavors of Keto Chow, so Mike says chocolate mint is no in my top 10. I like it, but I still have 3 full bags. I've had the same open bag for a while.
Sad. Haley could come over.
Yeah, it's a short drive.
Yeah, not that far.
So anyway, the different flavors of Keto Chow, the difference between them is really, really small.
It's flavor and color. Sometimes a lot of them we don't have colored,
and sometimes there's a like spices. So like
spices, like the cinnamon and snickerdoodle.
Yep, cinnamon and snickerdoodle, nutmeg and the eggnog. There's pumpkin spice in the pumpkin spice caramel. Oddly enough, that I had someone on Reddit the other day say, "Well, I was thinking about it until I got to the Proposition 65 warning. That's a hard no." And I was like, "Okay, it's because of the cinnamon."
Cinnamon, yep.
The cinnamon has enough trace of lead in it. Incidentally, I did just buy a whole bunch of bags of pellets for my smoker.
They have a
giant Prop 65 warning.
Are they made of wood?
It grows in the ground. Stuff from the ground picks up heavy metal. Shauna says, I don't usually like chocolate mint anything. Love my sample I used months after my initial sample pack. Nice. Linda MacGyver says she mixes chocolate mint with the chocolate. So half that.
Oh, yeah, because then it'd be more chocolatey and less minty.
Maitreya says, Mike, you can send the chocolate mint to her. And Shannon says, I like chocolate mint hot.
I do too. I love it.
Mike says, I'm going to turn more mint into ice cream. Mm-hmm. Heather says, I've still not tried chocolate. Just found my sample from the sample. You haven't tried chocolate?
You haven't tried chocolate?
Like, I've literally done this. I've drank chocolate with no other variation in flavor.
I could do chocolate only for like a month.
Yeah.
And be fine.
And that Joe says that too. That it took him so long to try it.
Funny though, Heather. So before Keto Chow, even just, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago, whenever I get a shake or ice cream or any kind of treat, it was never chocolate. I would always get
the one that everyone
strawberry. Liked. No. I just didn't get it because I liked like strawberry. I always got a strawberry shake or a strawberry this or whatever. And we'd get, in my family, when you got Neapolitan ice cream, the chocolate was left.
Strawberry was first to go.
Strawberry's first to go, then vanilla. And then the carton would sit in the freezer for months with just the chocolate in it until my mom threw it away.
Like, serious?
We just didn't eat chocolate that much. So it's funny now I like chocolate because that's like my favorites.
All right.
All of the chocolates.
So we got 2 more things I want to talk about. Number one, when you're doing keto, whether you're using Keto Chow or not, please remember that keto it's a lifestyle. It's a way of eating. It is not a quick, done, go back to eating the stuff that made you fat before. Because, well, what do you think is going to happen? So, you need to make sure that you've got the mindset that you can't go back to eating carbs. Carbs are not your friends. And we talked about this on our live stream today, how we don't go to the same restaurants. We don't have the same food or the same treats that we used to. We kind of have moved on because
we're being our better selves.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to make that point. The last thing I wanted to talk about was road tripping with Keto Chow. Someone wanted to know a good way to do that. Miriam, how is that relevant to us?
Funny you should ask. We're actually going on a road trip tomorrow.
That's right.
We are driving one of our daughters to go see housing in where she's going to go to college.
Yeah.
And 4 hours away. So we could maybe go see Mike, except it's the
Mike's the wrong one.
Yeah. But
ain't nobody want to go to Las Vegas to go to school.
So we're going to drive her to look at the housing and see if we can get her under contract for a house or apartment or whatever. So tomorrow, what we'll probably do is we'll take them in the vacuum flasks.
I think it'd be better just to use them inside of,
or we'll just leave them in the blender bottles and just stick them in a cooler.
Yeah.
And then we can put these things on.
So yeah, if you're going to be traveling and you have a lot of like trunk space, I think a cooler, that's usually how we do it. Okay. Help me! Help me! Here, that's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Emperor's New Groove. One of the best Disney movies ever made.
This isn't even a good mouth.
And if you disagree with me, come at me. You have to squeeze the sides. Bro. Anyway, Mike says carbs are the enemy of all righteousness. It's true. Yeah. So,
but if you don't have a place for a cooler, if you don't have enough space for a cooler,
yeah,
get it cold and stick it in here.
Yeah. So let's say you're going to work and all you have is a locker.
Yeah.
That would work great.
It's so great.
Let's say you're going to work and you have a truck and there's a giant empty seat next to you. Yeah, just keep it in a cooler with a bunch of ice packs.
Yeah, which if you have access to a cooler, another thing is even if you have access to a cooler, you could bring this and then use it. So I've gone on camps where I've brought a hydro flask and then I've taken a cooler with blender bottles full and then I'll pour it into the hydro flask, take it on the hike for hours.
Oh, yeah.
And then, come back and have the cooler. Because eventually the ice will run out in the cooler. So depending on how long you're camping for or whatever, then you'll need to get more ice. But, yeah. It works good for 3 days, guys.
Yep. Now, an alternative is you can do just-in-time mixing, where you've got a bottle of avocado oil.
Which we've done that, too, on travels.
Yeah, we have. So we did this 30-mile hike.
It's 32 miles.
Oh, 32 a couple of years ago.
It was awesome.
And we had a bottle of avocado oil and a scrub brush and a couple empty bottles.
A little thing of soap, dish soap.
Yep. And we would just mix it up and then let it sit for like 5-10 minutes. It's not long enough to go bad. It doesn't, it's warm. The water's warm anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Deb says she totally agrees.
But then you wash it.
Been there, done that. Cannot go back to carbs. Keto has to be permanent for me.
Yeah,
Heather agrees too.
Weird.
Heather agrees with me? That's weird.
Yes.
Holy cow. Oh, she means Chris, Wright family's husband.
Probably.
Yes.
Heather, tell Bill we'd say hi.
Yeah. I think Shauna says even keto-approved snacks can get you. 1 week of planned meals and tracking taught me that.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is really easy.
It's really easy to go over on snacks.
And that's one thing so you're actually doing total carbs right now, right?
Yeah, I've been doing it, and it's been really cool to watch doing total carbs. I didn't finish my words, sorry. I interrupted myself. But it's been cool to watch because I'm trying to get under, I think I put it at 30 total carbs, and I'm having a hard time hitting that. Oh. Not hitting it, just staying under 30. Yeah. But it's been, stop playing with that. It's so annoying.
I did.
Anyway, it's been interesting to watch the total carbs and then see how I'm doing. It's easier to eat real food because I know I can't have, perfect keto cookie because it will be too high of my total carbs.
Heather says, no, I mean The Emperor's New Groove. Yes, she agrees. That is such a fantastic movie.
I should go watch it right now.
So Mike says, I put plastic bottles of my favorite Keto Chow flavors downstairs, and I've been mixing them instantly with ice in the blender rather than the day ahead. I still use warm water and melted butter. It just works as good as making them ahead.
Yeah, totally.
There you go. And one of the reasons why we recommend letting Keto Chow sit is because the vitamins and the protein need to dissolve. But if you use warm water,
it dissolves.
It dissolves immediately.
Yeah.
So. Shauna says, I haven't been even hitting my 20 net carbs.
That's great because then you don't need to hit your carbs.
Well, Joe's never seen The Mandalorian either.
So Groove.
I know Joe hasn't seen The Mandalorian because if Joe had seen The Mandalorian, he wouldn't be able to shut up about it.
Don't you have children?
Emperor's New Groove, dude. Okay, Joe.
Family movie night.
You have homework.
Go watch
Emperor's New Groove. Mandalorian. Now,
no, he wants to binge watch it.
He can
binge watch
it. The season.
He wants to wait for all of the seasons to come out.
Rachel says, "What? The divorce papers are on your desk, Joe." Seriously, Emperor's New Groove is so good. Like
best movie
just
ever.
Fantastic. Anyway, Christopher Rice says, had some of your lemon meringue. It was fantastic. Hope you do the 21 meal packs with it. How about key lime as well?
Oh, that sounds good.
been using your products for almost a year and have been very pleased. There is no key lime in development to speak of.
There is key lime drops, and I have done it with the vanilla before, which you could easily do with the lemon, and it'd still be good.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, the
lemon meringue.
Yeah, the key lime. Oh.
Thinking of not drops.
Those are the Loran.
These are the Loran oils, and I have never. They're so tiny. Look how cute it is.
Funny thing is, I have some of those in my desk that I bought
that he's never shared with me
2 or 3 years ago.
Just like that movie that Rachel forgot to share with you, Joe. Sorry.
That's true.
They're so cute. They are propylene glycol, water, glycerin, propylene glycol, artificial flavor, alcohol, and then the colors, which I wish they would just be colorless. Wouldn't that be better?
A lot of them are.
Yeah. But there's watermelon, peach. So I'm going to try these.
Okay, so Blake says once you mix them with warm water, can you then place them in the refrigerator to chill down?
Yes.
Will separation happen and require warm water again? So there will be separation of, well, for instance, there's the chocolate, the cocoa powder, because it'll separate to the bottom, but the fat won't separate unless you don't use properly melted butter. And then that will separate.
It was perfect.
It wasn't melted all the way. You gotta actually.
Maybe that was yours. Mine was
has to be melted clear.
It was fine.
Anyway.
It was perfect.
Shauna says that she has the Loran oils that have the dropper.
Lemonade. What? Why did I buy the wrong one? Oh, because Holly did.
Okay.
Cherry. Green apple. Ooh, green apple.
Yeah, the Loran
like the
ones
green
are pretty
apple.
good.
Orange cream.
The are nicer because they
Tropical punch.
Yeah.
Coconut. So pineapple and coconut right here.
Yep.
You can have a pina colada.
Anyway, so yeah, again, to answer Blake's question, yeah, once you put them in the fridge, they don't separate out unless you didn't mix them up properly, and you don't need to reheat them. But yeah, you just stick them in the fridge and chill them down. That's what we did last night, and they're good for. They're actually probably going to be good for a week.
Yeah, but Blake. With the chocolate and the chocolate mint, the chocolate does separate.
Yeah,
so it looks like it's separated, but you just shake it up and it's fine. And there's a little bit of like the dark chocolate on the bottom. And you have to shake that quite a bit to get it to go back in. So when you're done drinking a chocolate, it'll taste the same and everything. And you'll be like, oh, there's chocolate at the bottom. That's because it does separate.
And Mike says, so no need to reheat. No, but you can.
You can. And that's what I did today with my peanut butter.
The best hot chocolate in the world. There you go.
Then hot chocolate will never live up to expectations again.
Matreya says buy the 12-pack dram droppers on Amazon. I actually got pipettes.
Oh, yeah,
the little squeezy things with the long thing. They're in the closet right there.
Oh, our daughter was looking for droppers.
Oh,
yesterday.
Okay.
For her resin, she was making resin molds with little flowers and
things. That actually would have worked really well.
She was asking for droppers. I'm like, we have those somewhere, but I don't know where they are.
They got put right there for some reason.
That's because someone put them there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? We better go. The kids are probably revolting.
Yeah. They stopped singing.
And it's been an hour. So, hey, thank you everybody for joining us. Shauna says she sent the link for the droppers. So helpful. Oh, no, you sent her. Somebody sent somebody links for droppers.
She probably messaged me.
Probably. So thanks everybody for joining us. Once again, this is the Tuesday one. Oh, Blake had a question. Since Keto Chow is only a small portion of the necessary daily intake, it should be a third.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use these shakes as a meal replacement, have multiple a day?
Yes.
So if you want to do OMAD, and I've done this, and Rachel has a video on YouTube where she drank 3 Keto Chows in less than an hour, all made into ice cream, and was able to get 100% of her daily nutrition in that 1 hour.
Which is
ridiculous. Crazy.
But you could do 2 and then have a steak. Or you could do like it within an hour and a half or 2 hour period and still it would be an OMAD. Yeah, so for every shake you have, it's a third of your nutrients. So however you want to use that. So Rachel says a great day. Deb says I started flavoring homemade Greek yogurt with OOO. Quite yummy. Oh, yeah. I tried ripe peach today. We love OOO. And you know, the president actually called us when we had a question, and he was fan-freaking-tastic. He just helped us out, and he's like, this thing that you had a problem with, I can't do that, but let me tell you, whatever. It was just so great. He was just so nice.
All right. Well, again, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll catch you again. Well, we'll actually be on tomorrow morning. So
9:15.
Yep.
Mountain.
9:15, which is 11:15 Eastern.
10:15
Central.
And 8:15
Pacific. So Mike says I have.
We finished each other's sandwiches.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. We'll catch you later. Bye.